I don't know the oldest family names. I tried to learn when I first moved down here because I thought this is such a great neighborhood. It had a history, and yet it wasn't treated as historical like the downtown areas around Wilson Park and the historical district that's identified. But I learned a lot about some of the families who had been here a long, long time. And I think that's what we should protect the most, are the families that have been here the longest, and welcome new people, but try to take care of. After you've been here, some people come to Fayetteville and say immediately, I hope nobody else ever moves here. They don't want it to grow. But, okay, back to the sale barn. Thank you. Put me on course. The city council did approve the rezoning of the sale barn property to allow, that will allow the student apartment complex. So, the next step, there's a sign up. One thing will go before the planning commission in the middle of this month, and that's they want to put a trailer up for sales or leasing office. Sounds funny when you haven't turned dirt or anything to start building, but if you remember when that first project went on up on that's now the Hill Place student apartments, the first group of people were selling condos that hadn't been built, and they never built a condo.
Is the same company involved, Aubrey?
Campus Crest was the one that was over here 2 years ago, and they're still here.
No, not the same people who built Place
No,
properties.
no, that's
No.
separate.
The same company that
Made it
makes Place properties.
And we have video online of 2 or 3 of our meetings at which we discuss that with those developers. And I, for one, am willing to meet again when they show their plans and are willing to share them with us. Within a month or so, they'll probably be going to the subcommittees like subdivision committee to show their plans. And there probably parts of it will be going to what they call plat review, shows the layout of things, and talk about the technical plat review with where the pipes will go, where the wires will go underground, and where they're asking to close a street right away or two over there to probably where west would go, I think, if it went through the sale barn property. That right away probably exists through there, and they may be asking to close it off. I hope they're not closing off any of the streets that we use to travel through there or to get access to the cemetery.
Well, what's changed since the last time that was voted down by the city?
Well, what mainly changed is we
Other than
showed a
some
will.
vets have passed away and are no longer here to fight it.
Well, we simply didn't raise the money or show any signs of being able to. The politicians who promised, I went with other veterans to talk to now Senator Bozeman at the VA hospital one day, and we had a lengthy meeting, about 6 or 7 of us, with him and his spokesman and so forth. And he kept giving us excuses why the VA doesn't have money to enlarge the cemeteries. But by the time it was over, he had promised that he would work with the other people in Congress and Senate at that time to try to get some VA money. They could just, with a little political pressure, they can dedicate some budget money that they have in abundance to make a purchase like that, and it would be relatively small. One strafing run with the bomber would pay for a lot of cemetery land.
Well, one of the key things that I felt that swayed them away from it, besides the people showing up, was the police said that they were against it because of the increased traffic flow it would put on here. How has that changed?
They weren't asked to speak.
That's changed because they were able to get a piece of property that will connect to
School Avenue and allow an outlet.
through right above the old bus depot.
Yeah, and they're gonna cut a street through there, aren't they?
They're
That old
supposed to.
school.
Supposed to be an entrance.
But there's no guarantee, they said they would be able to do that because they have that property. There's no guarantee that will be the main in and out strip. They still may be coming through here, and coming back over to Hill Avenue to go that way to the university, or cutting through the neighborhoods over there to get down to 15th and go around to Razorback Road. So they tried to pin them down. Some people tried to pin them down in the preliminary meetings when they were getting the rezoning, but they wouldn't guarantee it. But we hope to. Yes, sir.
I might be wrong, but my understanding was